Welcome back, crafty cuties. Today we are going to be making a flip book. So I'm basically starting from scratch here. I honestly don't even have an idea, and I'm going to really try and keep this one simple for you guys because I know a ton of people who requested this have never made one. So basically what we're going to do is start by picking out some paper. You can make this any style that you want. You can really, there are no rules, but I do know it can be a little hard to know where to start when there are so many options, and it can be a little overwhelming. So anyways, I think I'm gonna go with these, and I think I'm gonna do this one for the cover. So we are going to cut these. I really like doing these 6x6. Just a quick little forewarning that I didn't actually go with that size, so don't pay attention to that size. And I'm not quite sure. Let's just start cutting some 6x6 squares, and then I will see where that takes us. Okay, so I have my 6x6 squares. One thing I will recommend if you're doing this for the first time, use double-sided paper, because if you don't, you're probably going to want to tape two pieces of paper back to back, so that when you're flipping and stuff, one of the sides isn't just blank. And so I'm gonna tape these together so that they are double-sided, but definitely try and use double-sided paper. It just makes it a lot easier, I think. So a little bit of a change. I actually went ahead and changed the size of these. I honestly don't know the dimensions, but this is basically a typical card size. I will write the dimensions on the screen for you guys because I was looking through my notes for ideas that I had, and I remembered that I actually wanted to make this into a box envelope, which I have right here, and I made this with my envelope maker. I'm not going to show you guys how to make this in this one just because this is going to be a lot of information as is. You can totally ignore this part of it and just pay attention to the flip book if that's what you're going for. So let's just move back on to the flip book for now. And so I have my 3 pieces here, and I'm actually going to just go ahead and make this fold into one another. And I want this one to be, we're gonna go like this. So basically I am going to tape these together now. So figure out what layout you want and get everything taped together. I like to do that before, I'm gonna go with this one right here. I like to do that before I start any of my decorating. But you do you, boo. Sometimes before I make a pocket letter or a flip book, I actually go ahead and draw up an idea. Not always, but if I do, I feel like that helps a lot too. And also sometimes I will go through all of my embellishments and stuff and pick out things that I want to use, because that also helps me along the way. Since I am using this envelope, I just want to make sure it's going to fit inside, and it will fit fine. So at the end, basically I'm going to build the card into the box, and that way it'll just be a little envelope. Okay guys, so now we're going to decorate. I will probably just play some music and speed along and maybe do a voiceover or stop along the way, because you're going to be able to see what I'm doing. I really hope this helps. Honestly, I think that watching other people make these will give you ideas, and I hope that I explain things well. Yeah, so let's just decorate. Go to the craft store and buy some of these papers that have the different squares that you can cut out, and just cut them all out and use these to start with. Or you can get project life cards and they sell these at Walmart or any of the craft stores, and these are basically already decorated for you, and it's a good place to start like as a background. They have all different sizes. I got these from eBay. There's a ton of cute little sayings and stuff. Okay guys, so the rest of this video is just going to be me decorating, and I figured I would do a voiceover to kind of explain some of the things I'm doing here. You'll be able to see everything, although I would like to be zoomed in a little bit more next time for you guys so you can see the details, but I do show you close-ups at the end, so keep that in mind. So I just cut out a little tag here, and I got that wooden Polaroid die cut from, or it's an embellishment, from a pack that I got at Tuesday Morning from Maggie Holmes, and it had some really cute things in it, so that's what I'm doing here. And then now I am just making a little cluster of embellishments, and I love using my scrap paper to do this, and it's a really great way to take up space on your projects, and I think it looks super cute. So I'm just hot gluing a little button down here, and then I love just crumbling up like string and putting it on the back of a button. And here is a die cut that I made out of foam, and I foiled it. I do have a video coming with DIY embellishments, but it's probably going to take me a little bit. So here I'm just finding some project life cards that I really liked for my friend that I made this for, and I put them in an envelope. And sorry guys, I did have to speed this up a lot because I had like 3 hours of footage and there's no way, this was like the slowest that I could do to get everything to fit in. And here I am just making like a little pocket. So I fold the sides in so that there's a little bit of give so that you can actually fit some things in, and then I'm filling it with some stickers, scratch and sniff stickers actually. And I just wrapped a piece of paper kind of around it so you could pull them out. And then I decided, hey, I need another little flipping page here. This did end up a little bulky. I always want to be able to keep it super simple, but I think it's just my style. I just really like the scrapbooky style. So I was just looking on my phone there to check back and see if there were any ideas that I wanted to remember that I liked. Here I'm just cutting some of that plastic paper, maybe it's called acetate, I'm not really sure. And I'm making another pocket out of this to put some die cuts in that I made that say hello, and some embossed stamps that I stamped and cut out. And I really like that look. I like that it's clear and you can just see through all of the little goodies. I'm definitely going to do that more. I found a cute little button that I wanted on the front. And I go back and forth a ton because I find something and I'm like, oh, that would look good on this page. So don't feel like you have to work on one page and stick to it. Right there I just added a distress tag that I made a video on, but I actually moved that later. I decided I didn't like it. I'm making a little like a belt, I guess you could call it. At first I started to make a pocket, but then I realized I'll just make like a little belt to hold on some journaling cards. And then I just use a paper clip to secure those so they don't fall all the way through. And then, let's see, what am I doing next here? So I put a little sign that says, "You are loved," just to kind of go along with that. And then I decided that now the back of the page was ugly, so I found another project life journaling card and covered that. So now I'm working on this side flap here, and I think this might be my favorite page. So I'm using some ephemera that I got from a Maggie Holmes 81 pack, and I got it at Tuesday Morning, and it's the same pack where I got that Polaroid embellishment that's on the front. I'm looking for some stickers here, but anyways, back to that Maggie Holmes pack. I will link it below. People sell it on eBay for like $10 and $15, and I got it for $1.50. And it has the cutest stuff in there. I wish I could have found more. But anyways, I'm just adding some stickers here, and I decided to add that little Amsterdam. That's not what it's called. You guys know what I mean. The and sign. I don't know why I can't think of how to say that. Oh boy, and I'm just gonna keep this all in. So now I'm getting some more Project Life cards, and I'm going to make like a little flipping page that goes over the Hello die cuts. And I'm just making them different lengths and using my craft scissors to give them like a pretty edge. So you can just flip through. And I had an envelope with my letter in it. I already had the envelope made, so I just actually covered that because I decided I didn't like the look of the journaling cards just being exposed like that. I don't know, I felt like it wasn't like going with the whole thing, so I went ahead and put the envelope over it, and I liked it a lot better. So I have this little wooden spool where I'm putting the gold washi tape, and it's so cute. I got a pack of those on clearance at Michael's, but it was too thick to include in the flip book, so I couldn't end up using it. But anyways, just using some Heidi Swap embellishments here. And I was so determined to use this tiny little envelope that I had. I kept trying it on different spots. I was like, it needs to work. And so now I'm just putting some final touches. I always have my washi available for the last little touches that I want to add. And I add a little Made with Love embossed stamp, but I didn't end up using that. But anyways, so this is all. I added a few things after I filmed, but this was 3 in the morning, so I didn't film those. But you will see in the close-ups a couple things I changed and added. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you do want more flipbook videos in the future, I have a couple unique ideas that I want to try and do with a flipbook, and I also will keep those more simple, hopefully, but I do hope this inspired you or helped you get some ideas to make your flipbook. Follow me on Instagram. I will have my link right here and down below, and tag me in anything that you guys make if you get inspired by me. I don't know, that's kind of weird to say, but I've had a handful of people tell me that I've inspired them or motivated them, and it's seriously, I can't even tell you, it's the best feeling in the world. So thank you guys so much. Talk to you later. Bye.